Sorry, my mic was muted. Let us begin, shall we? Hello everyone, I'm Aren, and welcome back to GENSHIN IMPACT. It's time to play some of Dehya's story quest, or through Dehya's story quest actually. The event already ended, super good. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. The heat is back in over here, and so I have my, or the heat, the cold actually is back, and so I got the AC back on heat, and now we're gonna be staying toasty hopefully here. Well, yeah, hope you guys are doing well. I think I already said that, but it's true. It's true. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was here when the festival was going. Didn't get to do everything, unfortunately. It was a lot. It's a big time investment, you know. So let me activate the quest before we go further. I was actually thinking about where do we have to go? Obviously Sumeru, yeah, the Grand Bazaar. That makes sense. I was thinking about doing some dailies, but we might also just jump into it. I don't know. We can do a little warm up, I guess. Let's go to one quest and then, you know, make our way. I mean, my quests are in Sumeru exclusively, so I guess we're gonna go to that. Well, let me set up chat because yeah, for some reason and also unpin that. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube is putting my but the waiting rooms 1 hour earlier than when I scheduled them. So I set it to 1 hour or one time in the schedule, what was that? I scheduled it 1 hour, you know, the usual time, and then I checked on my phone, and it was 1 hour earlier. It was set 1 hour earlier for some reason. I don't know. I really don't understand why that happens. I think this is just Bennett's. Yep, Bennett's good old C6. I might just activate it at the end of the stream because I do have some things that I want to talk to you guys about relating where is the Grand Bazaar? It is here, right? It's the border. Oh no, this is Caravan Rivet. My bad. What is the Grand Bazaar there? Is it underground? Oh, I also need to activate the quest, right? Or to select it. But yeah, some things pertaining Genshin and, you know, how I felt about it recently. But for now, let's just enjoy the quest, you know. That's what we set ourselves out to do this time. So let's just have fun with it. Let's see. Yeah, the Grand Bazaar is below. Okay. The basement, you might call. Why are you climbing? What is happening? Oh, let go. Let go. There we go. Okay. It's closed. Oh, just right away. It's gonna.
I was trying to remember. What else did we
Okay.
put on our shopping list?
Sound maybe could be a little louder, right? Let me see.
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
That might be okay. Okay. That wasn't on our list, was it?
We can still add it to the list.
Wait, what list?
Well,
or shopping list or
a
something?
Traveler in Paimon.
Sure, I
Wasn't
read more of
expecting
that.
to see you here.
Hey, Dehya. Oh,
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
you're sad as
Still
well.
hanging out together. Dehya, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
Right.
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them
Like,
up.
I'm still gonna, you know.
I told Dehya to just
Some
stay
work.
in our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even
Oh,
said
okay.
that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right.
That's pretty
All
sweet.
is So anyway,
Whoops.
the
So
job
welcoming.
is
Yeah.
already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the
Oh.
brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
Gonna have a meal or
You can stay
something?
for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes! I can't believe
course.
you can still refuse that!
Of course, Paimon, yeah, we'll be against that.
But wait, didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today? There are so many places I
whoops.
still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady,
That's a
but
good
no
idea.
can do.
Oh,
There's
never
still
mind.
a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Not this again.
is it the
That's
new
also
area?
what you said last time.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. But if something really is
Oh, whoops.
bothering you,
Did I skip something?
then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
Yep, 100%.
Too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady,
Fair enough.
you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya? All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion. Okay, let's talk here. Just try
Okay.
not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know,
How big of a secret is
the
this? Well,
Eremites
this,
have
this
both a
little
lot of
child is probably gonna hear
mercenaries
you.
and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some more. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a
Okay.
large group, but every member is loyal and brave.
First time hearing about that, but okay.
However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of Mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Yeah, King Deshret.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one
Yep.
of the groups under the Relics banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
No.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Ah.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years. Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Oh,
Say what now?
what a twist.
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now.
Right.
But what did they do?
I won't go into details, my lady. But they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Hundreds?
Dang.
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them. Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal.
That's beyond terrible.
Yeah.
They won't even spare their own kind.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud
Makes
and
sense.
foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
The kid just in the back.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
So is that who we're gonna face
Sounds
this
like
time?
a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women?
Yep.
I was the result of one of those encounters with some random
That's what I
person.
wasn't gonna say, but it sounded like it. Hey Joyce, welcome.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
your
that one-
typical fairy tales.
Yeah, that one sounds pretty
More or
usual.
less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get
Oh,
a little
well.
dull.
Yeah.
He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords.
I wonder if it's not an actual story, because there's been a theme recently about fairy tales being actually based on real
It
life,
was only
especially in
much
this
later
previous
when I
event.
realized that the shows were more for him
I don't
than
know.
they ever were for me.
What an
Okay.
interesting guy.
I mean, that last part is fair. Doesn't sound like he had all bad intentions, yeah.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. But that was something
That
I
is
could
that's pretty
just shrug
chill.
off.
It's pretty chill.
I had no reason to despise him until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail,
yeah.
violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be
Cronies?
taken down.
Every time someone says cronies, it makes me laugh.
Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah.
But don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to
Okay.
any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
I just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much more trouble, yeah.
I told the boys to
What
gather
happened?
as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
It sounds very
It is,
dangerous, yeah.
But every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true.
Oh.
But it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
Yeah, I'm doing well, Joyce. I hope you are too. We'll go back to start with Dehya.
Huh?
Yeah, like I
There's
said
no need
earlier,
for
it's
you to
getting
get caught up in
pretty...
this mess too.
Like, well, it was getting pretty toasty, you know, pretty warm. And now it's pretty cold, so now I have the AC back on, you know, warm settings. So, you know, I'm doing well. It wasn't too bad of a change that sometimes when the weather changes like this, I just get so... I got hit so hard that sometimes I even get a little sick. But no, so far I'm doing good, so yeah, thankfully. Hopefully you guys are doing well too.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
Sure, I'll do my best.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Sounds Gucci. Okay, Lion's Blood. Manticora Chapter 1, which is the quest. Go to... Okay, now we're going to care about Ribat. See, I thought that's where the story will start. But no, we're heading here. And I'm glad that we're jumping right into into Dehya, you know? Usually it's where we have another quest that we stumble upon, and then somehow that relates to the character that we're supposed to interact with in the the main character of the story.
Are these two friends of yours?
But now we're just jumping right alongside Dehya in her quest, so that's pretty cool. So far, so good. It's a pleasure to meet you. I trust Dehya with my life. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew.
Okay.
Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Ahmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Oh, did they take maybe one of the forbidden knowledge capsules? Because the previous guy who took it, of the Red King's... Red King? I forgot. I will get it wrong. I tried to say Crimson King, but no. Whatchamacallit? Whoever they are. Yeah, one of them took the divine quote-unquote knowledge, but it was forbidden knowledge, and
even the most ferocious
it made him go mad, so
there's
something similar is happening to them.
Sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
Yeah.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible!
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder
Yeah.
why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange.
It's pretty dangerous, but like Deyha said, that's how it goes,
Rather
right?
than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
That's
Wait,
probably the
power
case.
struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps. Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
They were able to cause so much damage that somehow made things even more confusing, yeah.
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Haroon, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone.
Yep, pretty
Sounds
impressive.
Like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
Yeah, pretty close to them.
What he said.
Oh.
Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
This picture, it's like the picture at the party, you know, where everyone is looking at you.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with
The
the
camera
Khan
angle.
al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
So they're moving
We
fast.
rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him.
What do you
Now that
mean?
we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Cool.
What about Paimon? Feel anything special?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever he goes, Paimon will follow.
Why does no one wonder what Paimon is, by the way? I feel like there's gotta be some great reveal about that, right? Because we've been racing over that for too long, I feel.
Oh, in that case,
I don't even know.
then you'd better take care of her too, Dehya.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here.
I mean, she has. Yeah, we have been the ones fighting, but she's been with us to be,
Even
you know,
if she
credit where
had
credit
only
is due.
survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
True.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys.
Hello, Vasil. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Praise upon some from a crew of rough, unkept guys.
The deputy
Okay.
put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing.
Yeah, we're just going through Dehya's
People chose
quest.
to stay, and that really got
And
to him.
I'm feeling a little cold. Wait, no, I think it's fine. Yeah. You got cold again for some reason.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't
So,
make
you
it
know.
back in time for the event.
Trying to stay warm.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
Sounds about right.
The awkward silence
That's
and
kinda
weird
memes.
expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they
Damn
both
it.
told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Guys,
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
you were the one who brought it up, technically. Dehya is pretty much the team mascot.
Huh?
With
Wait,
the
are you
hair ears
serious?
and all that.
Why have I never heard about this?
I don't
pretty
think
silly.
you're part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
Oh, right, he was the one who brought it up, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can try again. Just don't be awkward like that. It's getting warmer over there. Well, hopefully not, too hot already. But, that sounds nice. But in my perspective, that it's really, really cold over here. But it was just over the weekend that it started getting pretty cold. So it really caught me by surprise. If it wasn't for the climate.
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Far from that at this point. Okay.
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
I'm glad it isn't too bad already, because just abrupt changes can be,
Always like
pretty
this.
bad. Gonna get some lunch? Alright, with Joyce. See you later.
More or less.
Hope it's some good
There aren't
food.
many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight.
Dang. They're both
We
flabbergasted.
also don't tend to take many things too
What?
seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better
Alright.
than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
These guys are so goofy. They're straight up
That's
cartoon
also
characters.
why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to
Well-
stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis.
Well, yeah.
Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you
A
go
bit
back to your
around the bush.
bickering?
Yeah, that's some good with that, for sure.
Yeah, you hear her, Holloff?
Makes a good
Told
point.
you we gotta
Better to
focus
have
on
it
the
than having it
investigation
bottled up.
first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dekan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta
Nice.
do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect.
Let's
Thanks for
go.
that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Yeah, and behave,
do.
please.
You stay safe, Dehya.
Alright, that was silly. That was pretty fun. Okay, let's continue on our mission though. I almost got a little too distracted by the goofiness. That's pretty good. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm glad that we're just jumping into the mission right away. Because I feel like this quest sometimes, speaking of, they beat around the bush a lot. But no, it seems like we're just jumping in right now.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
There we go.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
Yeah, it'll be over quick.
I'm not worried
Sure.
about that. What I meant
Ah.
is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them.
Good point. Glad you brought it up. Oh wow. The JPEG in the sky.
Here they come. You ready?
Ooh.
Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
All right. I mean, I'm still gonna. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Dehya trial time.
There is no escape.
Let's see. I forgot how she plays because I did them all pretty early on. So let's see. Why is that? Oh. Okay. I hadn't noticed the aura. I'm assuming that's the E that creates that. But yeah, also she's just pyro beta in certain ways. I like it. Bonk. Yeah, especially the charge attack is very beta. There we go. You guys are surrounded. Yeah, I just destroyed you guys. Sorry.
You're
not sorry.
The flame main.
Look at how smug she is.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dekana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
Because if you don't...
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes? You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
Yeah, that got intense pretty quick. She knows what she's doing, yeah.
Not joking
Like
around.
Spyman. Let her cook,
the easy
basically.
way or the painful way.
I swear, if they make a let her cook joke or let him cook in Genshin, I'm quitting this game.
2 seconds.
Straight up.
I'll save you the trouble.
What?
Huh? Are you crazy?
What the frick?
He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search
Oh.
the area for any first aid supplies.
Really, that much? Started just jumping into Batcup right away. But,
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far.
yeah, I was not counting on that
Thankfully,
either.
the wound wasn't too deep.
What?
And he just passed out from the pain.
But why would he be so extreme?
Yeah,
I
what's a
just
little
wanted
much?
to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Guess he wasn't a newbie either.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further.
I mean,
What should we do?
how will you stop him from doing that? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't think of that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking.
Exactly.
There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
You apologize to him and everything. Alright, look for clues among the goods. Well, yeah, I guess we can just do that. In that regard, it was not the best strategy to pass out from the pain.
Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions.
Yep.
Yep. I see an entry for Dekana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dekana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
See, that's what I'm thinking. They must have taken some type of bad canned knowledge that
This
made them go
caravan
crazy
is
or something.
Just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dekana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
They just cut the deal.
No value?
I don't know.
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, But the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the more amounts just happen to cancel each other out? I don't know if that's how math works, Traveler.
Perhaps. But they couldn't
Well.
have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What's up?
wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
Homayani?
Oh, shoot.
Dinnersad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I feel like it's a prominent enough family that...
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name.
Yeah.
Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the
Oh,
head
boy.
of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here?
Let's analyze the situation
I'm
first.
sorry.
Yeah, let's not jump
You're
into
right. I'll
conclusions.
consider what we
But it
found
does look
and
pretty
not
bad.
jump to conclusions just yet.
Yeah, there you go.
But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
Mm-hmm.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakana Akhmar?
Could
That's
be.
a possibility. But if that was the case, why is this
Also-
caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact?
Was it my impression, or did it seem like Paimon kinda gave up in the last part of the deadline, of her line?
They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebot or Port Ormos.
I thought it said Shazam. If Shazman was actually aware of this, then perhaps he'd been supplying the brigade operations this entire time.
Funding violence
Oh,
and
boy.
looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
What?
Why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah,
I've
pretty
been to their
sus.
estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past.
Maybe this is why there are not any good points, because like we don't know where their resources come from initially.
But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora.
I don't think Dunyarzad knows anything about
You're
this either.
probably
Yeah,
right.
she didn't seem
I
to
know
react.
my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
Probably not.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
You want to get back to the bottom? If we want to get to the bottom of this, why won't be able to turn back? Sorry. No turning back if we follow this route, basically.
If you ask me, we already have no choice
Why
but
did
to
I get so
confront her
confused with
about
that?
this. I'm not worried. It's too
Anyway.
early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady
That's good.
again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support.
Yeah.
If we're lucky,
She could be
we
a
can
lot of
not
help.
only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakana Lakmar.
Thea, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
That's not a bad point, actually, Paimon. Paimon really surprised me with
I
the smart,
considered that possibility, but even
smart
still,
point. I mean,
I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust. She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay
Yeah.
her kindness with doubt and suspicion.
that's totally
That's
fair.
not how I deal with people.
You're right.
Hmm.
Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
I hope will be of help to her.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Let's go. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say the Dunyarzad didn't really react well when the mentioned the name of the troop, not the troop, the group, yeah, from the Eremites. So I'm guessing she doesn't know. There could still be a chance, but I feel like it will be kinda out of character. I don't know which route Genshin wants to go with this.
We're back, my lady.
Hello.
You're back a lot sooner than I
Also-
expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, How did it go?
I feel like
What did you come up with?
a lot of these quests involve conspiracies, you know? Like, oh, it turns out that the underground of the city, you know, there was this family that's working with the enemy. Like, it's been a bit of a constant theme.
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see.
Pretty strange.
The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with
Say
me?
that.
Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler
Yeah.
and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
I mean, I don't think it will be that rare for the Traveler, right?
On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, Dunyarzad, we're back! So tell me,
No,
what happened?
She has some good instincts.
Uh,
Or intuition, I guess is the right term.
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Deyha manages to explain the results of the investigation to Dunyarzad.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you.
Right.
I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing
Have
how
we-
he could ever support an infamous brigade like them.
Have we seen Dunyarzad's father before? I feel like we have, but maybe not.
Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
Or getting, blackmail or something, you know, like forcing to working together. Feels unlikely, though.
I can't help
I don't
but
know why.
agree with the Traveler.
For some reason it does.
huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
No.
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In
Okay.
the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told
Okay.
me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
That's all you had to say.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Right.
Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Because of Deyha. Because she's the daughter of the leader of
Maybe
that
the
other
Corps of
group.
30 just didn't have anyone available, or
Come on, Deyha.
maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely.
Okay.
At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking of it that way, but
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
that's what things are looking like at this
Why did we
point.
put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad?
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you.
She did say she was having her doubts.
Regardless of his
So,
reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed
Right.
many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, The Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dehya.
It's all right, Deyha. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built on trust.
Right, yeah, trust. You said that yourself, Deyha. Besides,
guess
there's
so.
no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
If your trust hasn't been in his place, then he probably has many conflicting feelings as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Maybe
That makes
so.
a lot of sense.
I don't know.
I
Hard
guess
to
I
tell
should
just
always
yet.
remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Ah, right.
Grand Bazaar. Scarlet Sands. Again with the usual place. I'm assuming. Yeah. It is the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Plot does thicken. Hopefully we'll get some answers. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe it wasn't the Grand Bazaar actually. The bar or whatever. Nope, it's not even the bar. It's over there. Okay. How would I know this is the usual place? I mean, because the game told me basically.
Thank
Here
you for
we are.
coming, sir.
Hello.
Please allow me to introduce these two.
I don't
This
think
is
we've
the
met him.
traveler, and
Oh,
next to him
there.
is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person.
Hello.
But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
How's he gonna react to this? The expense issue to Shasman and the dubs to him.
That's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing.
Okay.
What I do know,
A lot of
though,
references.
Deyha, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yeah,
Yes.
what?
I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss. Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you.
Dude, just tell
The
us.
facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind.
No, shoot.
If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
What?
His heartfelt efforts.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah.
I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support.
Well, I'm assuming that's what it's.
I have my own ideals
Pertaining
and
to.
ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here
Do
today
they not?
to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once
Here we
needed
go.
to take a trip to the desert when Dunyazad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards.
Drama time, yeah.
All seemed lost. A group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were
Interesting.
Kusela's brigade, Dekhan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekhan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyazad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Dang.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what
Okay.
happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So,
Dang.
what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
Yeah, what's that all about? Is that what there's infighting?
I'm not too sure myself.
Because
The only thing
there's
that
no
didn't
leader
change
anymore?
was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own.
Nope. Well, there you
At
go.
the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
Interesting.
I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dehya.
So he was the one who recommended Dehya to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks.
What?
He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life.
Oh, wow.
If Dehya could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her
Right,
previous life behind.
Zia mentioned earlier that these guys were treating her like family, you know, basically. Well, no, she didn't say that, but it definitely felt like she felt like she was being treated like a family by them. So,
And that's why you offered her
maybe
such
that's
generous
more context to it.
compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dehya as my own daughter. And that's
Right,
also
there you
why I
go.
tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always send me funds anyway.
I gotta remember to grab this treasure chest. It's really distracting me.
Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Wait!
Oh, dang.
Isn't that around the time that Dekano Akhmar started becoming more aggressive?
Wait, but you received a letter, right? Did I mishear that?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him
here
face
we
to
go.
face to discuss things, but by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dehya at risk.
Either that or someone is acting like him, you know? Yeah, sorry about the chest. I just it was really I'm like I need those Sumeru coins. So but okay, like yeah, could someone be pretending to be him? But by the same token, he should have also stopped asking you for
That
materials.
thought occurred
Yeah.
to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weapons. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, It probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about.
If you can,
kind of a
please
middle
tell me
ground,
where
but
he is now.
I don't know. I get his point.
None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do
Right.
is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Oh no. Dehya, please don't feel that way.
Right.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Maybe there's another way of looking at all this. Can you try to believe in him just one more time?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I can do it. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dekhan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet.
Understandable.
My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose.
Wow.
It's time to face
very honorable old man. Okay. Well, that was nice. I'm glad we just went straight to the point, you know? That has been the theme of this quest so far, and I like it. We kind of just... yeah, at night. So I'm assuming I'm supposed to turn up the time. Oh, it's about to be night. Yeah, well, this might be still the evening, but I don't know. Let's see. Well, what qualifies as night? Or are we just gonna wait once we go in here? Well, it's at the outside of the tavern, right? I shall wait a little more. Then you wait until midnight, maybe? Yep. Hi, Spade. There we go. Is this him? Oh yeah, you what? There we go. Hello.
Huh? Who are you guys?
If you're saying get chest as a reminder, Spade, I'll do it later. But thanks if it's a reminder. Just you know, I'm not a big fan of backseating.
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps. Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that?
Yeah.
Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
What?
This place should do. Alright. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Little birdie told us.
About that for now.
Yeah.
You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
Well, you sound a little like Jay Schlatt. Just a little bit.
In it for you anyway.
Give me like that tang in the voice.
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dekhan al-Akhmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operation. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it.
Nope.
My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap?
Good point.
Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move.
He just disappears.
Try to stick around the city until we get back.
Right,
You don't
there we
want
go.
us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
I guess we do have that over him. Because I was gonna say, we just come back and he's just nowhere to be seen again. So I'm assuming we're going out of the city. Where is that pointer? Oh yeah, way out there. Okay, so let me get that treasure chest real quick. Which way is it? Was it here? I thought this fit the angle. Oh, also yeah, Pelly a while ago showed me a little cheat to not use up as much stamina. Basically just spamming the swimming button instead of holding it, you know. Oh, we gotta light them up, okay. Get that, get this. And gotta activate this guy. Oh, I think I gotta activate it with Electra. Probably.
Shine down.
Yeah, nice. Okay, now get out of here, dude. Otherwise, I'm gonna burn you. There we go. Nice. Whoops. I burned it still. There is no way to revive these things for some reason. Sorry about that. Oh! Didn't realize there was another one. There we go.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
This is just one Dendro sigil. I mean, I guess it was a pretty simple puzzle. But some of the treasures. Oh no, another one. Oh, that's one for fighting. Okay, I'll just point it out. I'll just, what was it, like over here? I'll just mark it down and I'll get to it later. Okay. Oh, why is there a mage over there? No, thank you guys. I know you guys were sleeping. Don't worry about me. There you go. Rip that flame plant thing, yeah. I tried to avoid it, but the Yoimiya fireworks got him. Oh well. We're going here. They don't seem to be anywhere near, so I think we're gonna have to.
Seems like
oh, never mind.
That should be their camp right up ahead.
Yeah,
Let's
never.
go.
Okay.
We'll finally get to the bottom of this
That guy is
ourselves.
safe. Seems.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Yep.
Dehya, why are you here?
Why are you fighting me? Oh, okay.
Rest and rebuild!
Just,
Buckle up.
I see Aramites are the, what do you call it? Bonk, bonk. Wait, there we go. This. Something. What is it? Yeah, shoot first, ask questions later. That's what I meant to say. Dude, that took me a while. There we go. Come on, come on. Got him. Goodbye. Oh, well, almost. Gotcha. Oh, it's has two different skills. Okay. Or not two different skills, but it's one. And then you have another one. Okay. That's pretty dope. Oh, are we supposed to fight this guy as well? He just stood there.
Fire hazard!
Okay. That is one very fun thing about you and me. He's been able to juggle.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, come on.
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's
Oh,
got
whoops.
nothing to do with
Not,
you.
yeah, there we go. Ow. And bonk. Gotcha. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Oh, now we have this. Oh, that's so cool. Flame main. Bonk. Also, you hold it. You do both of the attacks at the same time, I guess. Gotcha.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting.
Yeah, she is.
We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore.
Yep.
Did you
This is
understand
awkward.
a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second.
Yep.
Dehya, the boss can't come out and see you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He died a long time ago.
That's what I was thinking.
What?
Damn.
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
Yeah.
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person
Yeah.
in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why they turned on each other. It was all motivated by revenge. Yeah.
Let me start from the beginning. Dehya,
Not even a power
do
struggle.
you know
Okay.
how the head of the Relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those
Yes,
on
but
their
actually
own
no.
weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced. Every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters, whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit. The record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
So me and Kusela thought there was no escaping the
That's
record.
precisely it. Every one of us have a record.
So that's why they had
Me,
to be
Bashar, Tikriti,
part
and
of
all
it.
the boys who grew up with Dehya and ended up joining our ranks. But
Mhm.
you, Dehya, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I mean, she was a kid. What could she have done?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Wow.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he
Damn.
was
Is
doing
that why
for
he was
you.
so weak at the end?
He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And
Jeez.
that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait,
Mhm.
but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
Jeez.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more.
Well,
His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive
Oh,
fire tore through
shoot.
headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
damn, look how cool he looks.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
Oh, okay, so they are the ones requesting explosives. Right, originally I thought maybe the father was the one requesting explosives to burn down the record. But no, he still did it, regardless.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Dakan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that boss started was quite a blow to headquarters strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack.
Right.
Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
But the Deshret relics haven't been the only victims of your
There were
revenge.
people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest.
Is that so?
We won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies. From food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pains to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Oh boy. I don't know if
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
that's a good idea, yeah. Responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain. Do you have any idea the amount of damage you've done? Well, yeah.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life.
Wow.
Boss always
it's like, yeah, we're nowhere doing bad.
Stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world.
They're just taking the fall, I guess.
But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence, but maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause.
Very big oof, yeah.
Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dehya.
I mean, they got resolved. Give them that.
Ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Dang. So,
Dehya?
yeah, I kind of felt that that's where this was heading.
Guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see
that's
the place
probably
for
true.
myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Yeah, let's do it. Also, yeah, we made a promise to the Lenders to support you.
Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you.
I agree.
We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever needed to join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
True. Wow, this story is actually pretty interesting. I'm quite surprised. Let's see. Just loading you guys, sorry. Gotta do it to him. Let's go this way. I don't know if there was a treasure chest, and I don't mind. Let's take this one. Yep. Never unlocked that domain. I don't know where it is. Because when I go to that location, it is nowhere to be found. So I don't know. I'll get around to it someday. By the end of the game or something. Also, I find it funny how a lot of the games that I've been playing recently is basically this, like going from one waypoint to another, doing a mission and then moving to another waypoint and stuff like that. It's kind of the theme of the current season of the RNL channel, if you want to call it that. Also, I don't know if you mentioned it before, but yeah, since I'm finishing up the project that I've been working on, I'll finally be able to keep working on either some new files, so Yeah, look forward to that sometime. I won't make any promises yet until I'm sure, you know, I'm able to deliver more of the episodes. So yeah. The running around season, kinda, yeah.
Is this the entrance?
Let's see.
We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way.
Sorry, Paimon. Is that this? I don't know. I'll put another pointer there. I'm trying to. I was trying to point at that. Yeah.
Should be. I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
Their hiding place. Here we go. I mean, we have a good party, but also we're probably gonna get the Dehya trial, which I appreciate. I like how this whole quest has been a lot of playable Dehya. No complaints here about it.
Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still,
Heck
we
yeah.
should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
I fought through many situations like this before.
We'll
Yep,
know what
we
they're
played through
really
many
capable of
domains.
once we've landed some hits on them. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
We'll see if they have an ace of their sleep.
Here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Let's go. All right. I wonder how, like, if these guys can actually die. You know what I mean? Because I don't think I've ever seen one. Oh, whoops. One of these NPC guys die. I'm sure I haven't anyway. Alright. Yep. We'll just hurry this up a little. Come on. Come on, dude. Thank you, fellow. We're just jumping him, everyone. There we go. Oh, there's still a couple of...
Scatter.
Let's get it on!
Oh yeah, you mentioned the allies. Yeah, that happened a couple times in like very. I don't know. In some quests this happened, but I don't really crowd exactly one. I guess in some situations where we're, you know, running along with other NPCs through several quests. Come on. Here, let me actually lay down some of this. Oh, I meant to change to Dehya. I always mess up the timing of that. Oh, whoops, I'm trying to attack. Yeah, but I feel like a couple of... Also, he's not losing any health, by the way. Well, let's see how they fare against her. Oh, never mind. Now you're looking into me. But I feel like a couple of Sumer quests have had the NPCs accompany us. What would be cool if like if we weren't getting the what you call it, the playable Dehya. It would be cool if we were able to like play as us, you know, like the party that we have, and then have Dehya be an NPC who fights and like uses her moveset and everything. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, they are shipping away very slowly. Let's jump in. Bonk. Oh, they bounce off the wall. Yep, everyone is just jumping. Okay, you guys deal the final blow. There you go. Nice.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty fun. The quest that you actually have NPC friends fighting alongside you.
Wait, they went charging ahead without checking for any traps.
They just all fall at the... Oh, okay.
Hey, you guys okay?
They just all fall at the same time.
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Okay, and there goes the allies.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well,
Uh-oh.
now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Guys.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through. Let's go! We can't let the boss down.
Let's check if there's another way.
Okay.
The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Let's see.
Probably gonna be a puzzle based on the Electro in the back.
I think I see a way through over there. but it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mechanism.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, hello, Matteo. There's a lot happening. Where do we begin? Just ahead of the color of the light, so that it may be properly received. Okay, so we erase it. Do we erase it more, or? I mean, it seems to be on the same level, right? Oh, change color. Gotcha. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's very well put, Basil. I was like, where should I start with? But I think that's a good shortened version for now.
Hold the line.
Let's get it on! Hey! Ha!
Also, we're doing some Dehya trials, so that's pretty fun. Bonk, bonk. Another one of these puzzles.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
Assuming this, yep, rotate.
Just it a little.
Oh. I didn't think that was gonna be the solution, but okay. Oh, because it was supposed to hit the other thing. Okay, okay. We lower it, and it is the right color, so yeah. Okay. So far, pretty simple. Revengeance, that's right. Now, who are we fighting? Oh, hello, guys. Oh.
Allow me.
Now I don't even know which keys I'm hitting. Come on, Bruce. Okay, just standing there, okay. Fine with me? Oh, never mind. Here we go.
You're dead meat!
Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh yeah, I think we are almost done for the quest, because you know, usually the dungeon is like the final part. Oh, I think I need to activate, yeah, this. Got him. I think Denter is what disables their skills.
Illusion shattered.
Or their, yeah, well, when they're hidden, I mean.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh.
There is no escape.
Rest and rebuild.
Yeah, but a lot of enemies recently, or especially in Sumeru, pretty tanky. They don't have high damage, or maybe it's just because of how I'm kind of over leveled at this point. They feel, I don't know, they feel tanky more than anything.
Look alive.
But yeah, I just said that I wanted to discuss a little bit about the future of Genshin after the quest.
Shine down.
So just wanted to remind you guys of that. So if you're able, you might wanna, you know, stick by for the end. Okay. Okay, now this is a little more complex. Like it. Oh. Right, okay, so we gotta erase this. Erase it again. Same thing for the other one. Oh. Oh, okay. I guess we just changed the color, yeah. Switch the color. Switch color. Ain't going nowhere, probably. Yeah, no worries. No worries. It's probably just gonna be a short thing. I had a lot in mind to say, but I don't know if I'll be able to what's the term, like properly express it. Well, yeah. Let's leave that for after the story. So far the story is pretty good, I will say.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side, but as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Yeah, it was a pretty intricate one. I like the puzzle where it finally started to get a little complex, but I'm assuming that was the final one. That was pretty cool. Also, welcome back, Chase. How's lunch?
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run. Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already.
Well, do you practice your voice?
The golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin.
That's right. Better take the L, you know?
Now,
That's what I say.
my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest
The
should
memes.
never live to remember their fall.
So you
Okay.
want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Let us draw our weapons. We
Okay.
will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers. They are
Let's
but
do it.
two,
Bring it on.
while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory. Wave 1, charge! Eliminate them!
Come on in. Oh, it's a progress bar?
Allow me.
Gloves off.
Just gonna jump right into it. So cool. Heck yeah.
Buckle up. Shine down.
Buckle up. Can we still do the second one? Yes, we can. Bonk. Okay, yeah, there you go. The first checkpoint. I don't know if it's a checkpoint, but you know. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Get away.
Let's get it on.
And you're dead. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, one of them survived. I mean, it was the big boy, so fair enough.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Some help, you know, didn't hurt anyone.
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Yeah. So fun. It's a really fun ulti. It is a little short though. Now that I realize. I wish it was a little longer. But maybe because it's too powerful. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it feels strong. It doesn't. I don't know if it feels as strong enough for it to not last
You all just want to die?
that much.
None of
You know.
us plan to leave this place alive.
Okay, there's quite a few of big enemies. Elites, as you know, Arknights fans will call them. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. We do this. Okay.
Inazuma shines eternal.
And there we go. Okay, just gotta get rid of the big numbers. Oh, but yeah, they took out their familiars or whatever those things are. Oh, crap. Oh, get out of this range. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Again. There we go. Use it! Come on! Why are you using your E? There we go. Oh, frick. Oh, crap. There we go.
Deflect.
Gotcha. Okay, we got one of them.
Allow me.
And almost got another one. Come on. Last one. Hey. Nice. Yeah, it's a crocodile. That big boy can summon a crocodile. It's really cool. Those three like big elite enemies, I really like those. They should be like they should straight up be playable characters because the models are really dope.
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
Just bring them in. Honestly, I'm having fun so far.
Yes, keep fighting. There's no need to fear and no need to back down.
Heck
This
yeah.
is our last stand.
Bring it on, bring it
When the
on.
next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks.
Away.
I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Okay. Also, is Dehya not gonna be playing with us anymore? Hey, here they come. The little run.
Get out of my way.
What?
Come and face me, Mitchell.
So these guys are good, by the way. These guys are There's a convoluted way to kill yourself. Yeah, it's like, I wanna go out in a blaze of glory. You guys go fight. I will stand here and make some fancy villain phrases. But yeah, these guys are the men of Dehya's father. Dehya's father's men. Yes.
So they've broken through the front as well.
So they are very loyal to him, and they're also trying to avenge him.
Lord Michal.
So here we go.
They fight like absolute madmen.
Hell yeah.
Throw at them. They just keep coming for more.
Florida. Who is Florida man in this situation?
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Is the traveler Florida man?
Time to pay for everything you've done, Mission.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Yeah.
Hey, wait!
We'll probably make some mood compost. What are you doing, dude? Oh, okay. Why are we suddenly a side-scroller?
We were too late.
What?
It's over. There's no more need to fight.
What just happened? Did he do himself in? What?
But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride,
That was
then
weird.
I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Heck yeah. Come on. Come on. No? This high on generational
Hey,
copium.
Dehya! I found the mechanism.
It
I'll get
really-
you all
really
back
be
up
like
here right
that.
away.
Keep it like that one tooth in carbon. I guess so, yeah.
Let's go.
Or you mean, oh yeah. I thought you meant Caribird from the previous Archon quest. No, yeah, they all have that little emote, like scared emote. They also point a lot. I feel like someone is gonna point at one point, you know. Yeah. You mean what's it called? Oh, never mind.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey,
Really?
have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth.
Just an average guy, you know,
If you're
just a
here
little
to find
dude.
someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony.
Well, doesn't sound like he came out.
His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering. Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
Yep.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk.
That's the
Watch your
one.
mouth. That's our boss you're talking about.
I mean, yeah.
He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away
What?
and started a fire in the records room.
Heck yeah.
He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Nice, what a goat.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done.
Just left for the toilet and did that? What a Mission Impossible type
Tell
mission.
me,
Type-
where is the old records room?
Tom Cruise type move.
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Alright. Let's go then. Good job, guys. Very, very good job. Alright, yeah, let's go here with Dehya. This is the conclusion of her quest. So let's see what we find. Old records room, there you go. Where are we even hoping to find, though?
This was his final destination.
Right.
How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
He got lost on his way and decided to blow up the wrong room. Yeah, the guys are like, yeah, he went that way. That's not the old records room, though. That's like the... I don't know, the guest room or something, and he just decided to blow it up. I don't know. Must felt pretty random to us, but if he was going that way, if he was going to the old records room, then that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't get it though.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, sorry. This is.
I know it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
Okay, so that's what we're here for. Yeah, he just comes out of the ashes. Oh, there's a cane.
Is this a cane?
Mm-hmm.
It must be the one that Dia's father used.
The explosive dump, no.
Kusela.
But yeah, there it is. Oh.
Thanks for everything, boss.
Dang.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Also, you guys said it's been years since that happened, right?
Huh?
What? Oh, cutscene. Ooh. Ooh. Yo. Dude had a sword in his cane. That's so cool.
Wait, isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
Ah.
The dragon is no more.
Oh, little
for
Dehya.
Princess Dehya has slain it.
Aw.
Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right,
It's
I'll
so cute.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
Huh. Oh, is it time?
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Oh. Investigation, the name of restoring order, master relics, cane that once belonged to Kusala was given to Dehya as a part of their inheritance. Dehya was completely come on, silent, I think.
What's this?
Okay, I guess I'll get back and read it after, because dang, that was a lot of exposition. Sometimes, I've said it before, but sometimes they put the... Well, yeah, well, when someone stops talking and there's a little diamond thing, that means you gotta click to continue. Sometimes they do that on the black screen with the text, but for some reason they don't do it all the time. All on Paimon's tab. Oh yeah! We got some snacks and drinks. All on Paimon's tab.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say.
Emergency food budgets.
These
Heck yeah.
opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
Well, she really was emergency food in a way. That was really cute. Yeah. She really spends her allowance on other people. It's really my treat, but you get the point.
Hey, this way you get something from the both of us for the price of one. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content.
I guess it
You'll
is
feel
her money.
better for sure
Well,
once
technically.
you've gotten something in your tummy.
If it is her allowance, it's probably ours. Is what I was gonna say.
Junior will also be here shortly.
It's pretty funny though that she has an allowance.
Aw, thanks you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before.
Yeah, I like how the cutscene, because usually the story quest cutscenes end up being this, you know, high action type of thing, or in the case of Yelan, just two people walking next to each other, and that's the whole cutscene. But in this case, that it was more chill specifically. It was really nice, you know. It was like it felt even better than if it had been a high action scene. I don't know. What do we call a high action scene? But I almost like that it was the cutscene. The budget basically was used for that moment. You know what I mean? Never asked Traveler for the source of his power. I spent on how she earns her money. Never asked still how many slimes are sacrificed to make his wine. Hello, Godo. What an entrance. Yeah, you're right. I never thought of that, but I wonder how slime-infused wine will taste like.
It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
I don't know. Like, what's it called? Fermented gelatin or something? I don't even know how that will taste, but that's the way that will probably be described. Everything just happened so fast, yeah.
You're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
You should never question your true feelings.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back!
Right.
Are all of you alright?
Hey, dinner's set.
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad.
Right.
All I can do
because,
now is
by the way,
wait for their verdict.
For those just tuning in, yeah, Dunyarsat's dad was working with Dia's dad. So it's like supplying him and everything. And now that his group became extremists, he was still providing for them, so that's why he had to face a trial. Even though he wasn't providing weapons, but he was providing them food and stuff like that. But they were requesting him weapons or explosives at least. So yeah.
Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
And they were still doing bad stuff, right? So it will still be considered helping them in a way. But yeah. What was the talk about fixing Dehya that I heard? Her ability is broken, but it's just random talk. I've heard some people complain about her kit. I haven't heard anything. Well, I've heard one specific thing that I think I can show you guys later.
I will explain. What happened while we were gone?
Or actually, yeah, I think I can just describe it. So basically, even when she's out of the battlefield, she takes damage for whoever you have, you know, because usually, you know, the character that you have out is the one who takes the damage. Even if you have like burning or other of the ailments that you have, once you switch out of the character that you currently have, they don't take damage anymore. But in Dehya's case, she can still take the damage of the character that is in, you know. I don't think that's a glitch. I'm assuming that is an actual skill. And so she can actually die when she's out of the field if you take enough damage. So I think people didn't like that, and I think there's a couple of things that people didn't like. I personally like her skills, but maybe there could be, like I did mention, that her ulti, you know, it is pretty strong, but it lasts pretty little. So I think it should last a little long, maybe about as long as Raiden Shogun's skill. So not too long, you know, not as long as whose skill lasts pretty long. I think Kokomi's skill lasts pretty long, but yeah, the doesn't have to last a lot, or at the very least that it's really powerful. That'll be cool. Good luck playing on Abyss corrosion floors, yeah. Which some other people pointed out that a lot of us old Genshin players, we don't really mess with Abyss anymore. It's a big time investment, so it's kind of like, I don't know. So I think that's the main complaint. And yeah, no, Abyss corrosions will be absolute pain with the. And because she's a standard banner, you know, people think that because she's a standard banner, so, you know, if you lose the 50-50 in other characters, you might get her regardless. So they think that that's why Genshin made her kind of bad, because, you know, you are probably gonna get her eventually. So they didn't really try that hard to balance her and all that. That's what people are assuming, and I think it is founded to a degree, you know, or it makes some sense, you know, to think that. So yeah, Abyss more like amaze me with that crap. That's that's a really good one. There are now 6 characters in standard. Yeah, wait, which are the 6 characters? Obviously, Dehya, Tainari, Jean, Mona, Chichi, and yeah, the wine guy, right? Diluc, right? What about Kuching? Isn't Kuching also standard? Yeah, I don't know. That's another builder going. MX was first 5 floors. Yeah, I got up to. They're levels, right? Like it's 3 floors per level. Or do you mean? Okay, I'll show you guys how far I made it, because I keep forgetting my terminology always. Damn it!
I really should have controlled my emotions better.
Let us read that text.
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well.
Or maybe I should read it, not read it out loud, so I'm able to pick it up faster.
I'm guilty watching you cry like this.
Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
Me.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
Started from 6th floor, you need to have 2 separate teams, and I was like, no way I'm leveling another 4 people. Yeah, I mean, I will recommend the first floors. I will recommend those, because they do get, you do get good rewards for those, but after that, it's almost not worth it. I'll show you guys.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs.
Oh.
It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
That was a really good cutscene. I still can't get over
A
this.
whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
It's always more fun with everyone together.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Oh, okay, so we're still not done. Should I go? Yeah, before I forget, let me show you guys. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. I'm on floor 8, chamber 3. Let me see. So there are chambers. So I completed all the main ones, and from those ones, yeah. Shush. From these ones you win 100, right, per level. You get 100 primos. For these ones who, you know, they renew every couple, like, every new banner, I think, or something. Every 12 days? Yeah, every 12 days. These ones give you 50 every floor. And they are, like, once you get to 11 and 12, they get absurd. They get pretty absurdly difficult. And you also need two parties and stuff like that. Like, there's, yeah, first half, second half. You fight, like, bosses, and, like, it is fun if you take your time with it, but if you're trying to get all of the rewards, it is a time investment, and again, it's not worth it because you're not even getting that many. So, yeah. No, Beast Gang, yeah. I mean, it's totally valid. Like I said, the first floors I will recommend if you're interested in getting new primos, more primos, but if you're not, that's also fine. Let's see. There we go. To film and come to check what's closest quest looks like, and of course it's something about explosives. Wait, what do you mean, Goto? Close East? Close East quest? Where is it? Is that in the Grand Bazaar? Or is that in the Academia? No, the Academia is up there, yeah. Or up here. You said they were studying explosives? Wait, did I say... When did I say that? Wait, what? I might have messed up my words, I don't know.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
The new lady appeared. Oh! Like not in this stream, in another stream, do you mean, Goto? Or do you mean in this stream? Sorry, I'm getting a little confused. Rug is here.
Ah, here you are.
We're buying rugs now?
Found you.
Hi?
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who beat
Oh,
us
this
up?
guy.
You can still talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up to the Corps after this.
I don't know. I think you're good, Goto. I think I might be just a little... Yeah,
Once
I don't know.
up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence.
Yeah, no, he bit his tongue, like it says. It's pretty silly. Do you mean new lady by Dehya, Goto?
When I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
So you probably got there after us.
Yeah.
They told me that they had acted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer.
I mean, if there's one thing I can say about Genshin, it's got the voice. Yeah, I can say that the voice actors always seem like they're having a lot of fun playing
I had joined the cause to repay an
their
old favor
characters.
from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the
There you go.
injured members gave this box to me and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions.
Oh.
Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Good call.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
He just lives.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk.
What?
Ugh, it kinda stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
That probably means this was really important to him.
Yeah.
And here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd
What
always
kind of
say
snacks
that
are
he
they?
got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common sense? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip.
Oh.
Why are these things here?
I don't know, this is
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
this is getting a little weird. Yeah. It's for another
I'm
child?
sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this
Huh.
box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Probably not. What an interesting man. That's a lot of stuff for a little box. That's supposed to be light. Yeah, I was thinking even just the books will probably weigh a lot, because paper weighs quite a bit.
Oh, you're right.
I'm surprised Paimon will call it light.
All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The
Maybe
bottom
that's it,
part's all
yeah. It's a
damaged
magic-
from moisture, though.
It's a magic
So
box.
writing I was suddenly
Whoops.
seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dehya.
Oh,
It's a letter for me?
yeah, you don't need to read it
It's
all
all
out.
right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you
Okay.
believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Oh,
Wait, what?
yeah.
Surely, he must be joking, right?
Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a little sus. What? Dun dun dun.
I was quite formidable when I was young.
Yeah.
100 times cooler than some so-called flame main.
Wow, he laughed in the paper. Hitting with the rear adopted line at the last minute. Yeah, I was like, the quest is done, right? Like,
Really
then
felt
suddenly,
like the whole world was
What?
under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have
Okay.
it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands.
what?
It was you.
Who is she, Anakin? Like,
You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told
Very much
Idrisi and
so.
the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father.
man went for for milk instead, brought home a child. Yeah, that's what happens to men when they go. Never mind. When I was gonna, I don't know what I was going with that. Like before you have a child, if you go for the milk, you know, you might end up, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter.
At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle.
He's not her stepfather. He's the father that stepped up. I mean, that is accurate, actually.
Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
Yeah. Isn't that also a good thing?
I suppose. Or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
Dang. Yeah, there you go. Never go for milk while you're childless. Thank you. See what I was saying on the previous Subnautica stream about you guys putting my ramblings into an actual cohesive thought? There you go.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Yeah. It's just a
I mean,
pity
honestly,
that
yeah.
we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you
Yeah,
already
it was
have
very
some
sudden.
ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me.
Really?
I just have one wish. To tell them a story, that there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold, and that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Good call.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
Please just don't continue this arc in like an event or something. Please actually make a quest for her. Because if it's an event, you know, it's gonna come and go. But if it's an actual quest, then we can at least continue that. I also don't want to see this efforts go to waste. I don't want you to stop going forward.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky, because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Aw. There you go. Lion's Blood, that is the final part of the quest. Okay. What do you guys think? That was actually pretty good, I thought. Definitely made me more invested in her character. And yeah, like I said, I hope there is an arc 2 of her story, and it's not like an event or something where we try to find the relatives. That will be interesting. If in the future, you know, we stumble upon someone and it turns out to connect in a way. That'll be cool. But nice, if not a bit intense. Yeah, it got pretty fast-paced at certain times, especially here at the end. It almost felt like it was gonna pick back up, and now we were gonna go look for her, you know, for who abandoned her or something. But yeah, I think it was one of the better stories so far. They might add to permanent pool, like Recreation of Liu Pavilion? Recreation of Liu Pavilion? Oh, I haven't heard of that one. The Robert and Diaz parents' faces kind of a quest, yeah. I mean, I feel like they could do some interesting stuff with it. I mean, it sounds like they were still Eremites, probably. Her parents. So I don't know. Let's see. I think there's always something interesting about those type of quests. Yeah, but it will be cool if there was some type of permanent pool. See, that's what I like about... And here we go. Rant starts. No, I'm just kidding. I probably shouldn't rant before I actually... Before I do this. Because otherwise Mihoyo is gonna hear me and they're not gonna want to give me anything. So I have 20, almost 30 wishes. I think if I do my dailies, I might be able to afford... Oh no, I have 30 wishes. Okay, there we go. Oh, with the quest, the premise for the quest. So let's do this. Channel personal quest where we rebuild the flying castle. Oh, that quest, yeah. Yes, that kind of stuff. Because that was originally an event, right? And then it got turned into Shenhe's quest. Yeah. Or it was partly Shenhe's quest, and then and because of that, it stayed permanent, right? That's pretty cool. Let's emit lucky energy before Genshin Vega gets offended. Yes, please. I am definitely gonna need a lot of it. Here we go. Thank you, Vasil. Thank you, Mateo. All right. Yeah, but speaking of Shenhe, Shenhe's banner is next, so we'll see. But anyway, right now, let's do this. I'm gonna start with 1 times. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I think the last wish I did was 4-star. So I'm not expecting anything crazy right now, unless... Okay. Oh, but that wasn't expecting it that fast, to be honest. Hey, Kali. Nice. How many constellations do I have of Kali? Sorry, I'm not gonna do this every time, but I just wanted to check. Okay, C4. C4. It's pretty good. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and do it 10 times. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, Kali's pretty cool. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Not the bell. Not the bell. There we go. Dang. Okay. I don't know where we are on pity. Yeah, let's see. I already have her guaranteed. I just need to reach the... Oh, hello Barbara. Hello Mario. Oh, that's a Barbara. That's an extra wish. Not complaining. So how many do we have left? Oh, we have 10 left. Okay. Let's do 1 times now. Let's see. Okay, it's normal. Come on. Nope. Okay. With 1 times it's a little slower, so you know. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly how I should act, you know, for the 1 times. Because like I want to be casual because it is a pretty slow process, but I also want to be like, huh? Huh? You know? I want to send a little bit of extra energy to them. I don't know. It's silly. Come on. Dang. Oh, let's go! Dehya came home. Yes, sir! Wow, just as you said it, Mateo. And the one that I was quiet in as well. Dang. Okay, Mateo. Hey, Pog. Thank you, Gato. Yeah, okay. So the next ones I'm probably just gonna save up. We got 15 wishes? 15? No, 13. Okay, we got 13 wishes. The next one is Shenhe. But I don't know. I don't know how the next rolls will go. Because it's time for the rant. Now that Genshin has given me what I wanted. Now it's time to... It's not really a rant. I don't know how to describe it. More like... What is it? Update, announcement about the future of Genshin. But yeah. I believe... Oh, wait, good point. I'm still missing Candace. I am only missing Candace for the Sumeru Archon Quest team. So yeah, but she's a 4-star, so you know she's a lot more likely. It's a lot more likely that I will get her. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna end up taking a bit of a break from Genshin. Not as like I don't think it will be that different for you guys. Like I still want to play through some stories. Mainly. Oh, whoops! I didn't realize there was 2. I definitely want to play through the Archon Quest, you know, the main stories of the world, or of this game, you know, because that's the thing that I've been most invested in. Okay, let me go to the next one. And I don't know, you know, as I get interested into, like maybe because there are a couple of character quests that I'm missing, but basically the break is gonna be. For me, you know, like I'm not gonna do as many. Like I'm not gonna be playing every single day. Usually Genshin I just play every single day because you gotta do the dailies, you gotta get do the battle pass daily quests and stuff like that, and I think I'm starting to get a little burnt out of that, to be honest. It's the whole thing where, yeah, it feels more like a chore now. And I feel like it didn't let me really enjoy the new event that came out. Like, maybe when there's an event, I will play. Probably on my own time. Events like, you know, like the Windbloom and stuff like that. I might still play just on my own time. Just go through them, because that's anyway the best way to get primos is through events. Like, you get so many primos through events, so I guess I will still be fine. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. That I've been feeling a little overwhelmed, and you know, there's a lot of games out there. You know, there's so many games out there, and the more I find, the more I'm like, man, I want to go out there and, you know, play more stuff. And I feel like Genshin is, like I said, that I don't know how eloquent I'm gonna be with saying this. I'm just gonna be jumping between subjects pretty fast. I feel like Genshin is very, 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 very overbearing. Because, you know, that's why they have the dailies, the daily battle pass. Everything is like a time thing. You know, all the events are like, you gotta do them in like a week or 2. You know, at least other games have like 3 weeks or even a month that you can do the events. And other games are more casual. That's another thing. Like, even if you have daily events or the weekly or monthly events, they are more like the games themselves are a bit more on the casual side. In Genshin, it feels like you gotta be on top of everything.
Here you are.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how well I'm expressing that. But yeah, what I said first is basically the long short of it. I just feel like I'm in autopilot most of the time. And it still is a time investment, you know, even if I'm going on autopilot. Like, it is time that I could be playing other games, you know, like Splatoon, like I haven't played Apex in so long, and you know, so I don't think I wanna, you know, go back to playing Apex daily like I used to. You know, I used to play Apex and Genshin daily, and that was destroying my day. Like, that was just consuming my whole day, and yeah, I just felt like I had to keep up because, you know, not only a lot of it's now that the more I think about it, the more I realize it was for, like, even though I was playing in my own time, it was still for, you know, content purposes. If that makes sense. And also, I will read chat later, by the way. I appreciate you guys leaving your thoughts. Where was I? Yeah, I felt like I was still doing it more for content because the reason that I was doing the dailies in Genshin was to, you know, have as many primers as I could to do the roles, you know. So again, Ryan Shogun, gonna need you to be quiet for a bit.
Thank you for
But yeah, like I said, I just felt like I was doing it, you know, for the sake of the wishes. So, you know, it will be more, it will be content, like I said, you know. How do I'm gonna, yeah, put it on the menu. And so yeah, I didn't enjoy the feeling of being like that, like being forced to play, because I enjoy the game, you know. I don't need to be forced to play it to play. Like, even if I don't play every single day, I might still play occasionally, you know, when I'm like, I have some time, you know, I'll play some Genshin, maybe do some quests, like something like that. That's what I like to do, you know, just doing the dailies and the, like I said, the, you know, using up all your stamina and stuff like that for the battle pass. It uses up so much of your time that you don't feel like you have time to do other stuff. And so when you get to do the quests, because they're slower paced, they feel a little boring, you know, because the dailies are so fast paced. You just go to a location, you fight, you finished it, that's it. And it doesn't let you, again, I'm talking, you know, fully from a gameplay perspective. I don't know how you guys feel about it, you know, watching me go through them, but yeah, it just feels like a completely different change of pace. So it makes it feel boring, even though it is, like, a lot of the quests are really interesting. I think the writers have improved so much. I've said it in the past, like, they have gotten so much better with Sumeru. So, yeah, I don't know. That's why I've come to that decision. And I don't know how, you know, because I'm so used to playing Genshin every single day, I don't know how fast I will be able to let go of that. But yeah, I want to play more games, you know. There's, you know, every time there's a new Splatfest, I just feel like I don't do well because I just haven't had the chance to play more, you know. I really want to get better at Splatoon because I enjoy it so much. And so I want to work on that, you know. I feel like by this point I've kind of peaked in terms of like how far I'm willing to go in terms of skills with Genshin. So I think I'm just gonna take it easy for now, you know? Like I said, I don't mean to say that I dislike Genshin now or anything like that, but the daily stuff has definitely taken some of the fun out of it. You know? Let me know you guys who's watching the stream. Can this guy still get the can this guy still get the character he wants after talking crap? Yeah, they're not gonna put Candace in the banner at all, like anymore. It's not gonna be available. They're just gonna lock her. Like everyone who has Candace, good for you. Everyone who doesn't, goodbye. Like you're not getting her. Or maybe I'm gonna get like personalized banners without Candace. Well, yeah. I've been playing at 74 for half a year, still waiting for Kokomi. That's another thing, yeah, the banners. The banners are very, very slow. Like, it surprised me because, here we go. This is really gonna put the nail on the coffin with any chance at doing any Genshin stuff. But, well, that's another thing that I do want to address. Also, I didn't realize there was a little thing down here. I think that will be worth checking out. I'm just not gonna look at the game. Yeah, I was surprised by Arknights by how fast the banners go, which, you know, at first glance it feels like, oh, you're not gonna have a chance to wish. But, you know, you only need to wish to do 10 wishes per banner, because that's how the pity works, you know? So, you know, you didn't get the character, you know, you can just wait for another one. Like, you know, eventually they will roll back. Like, I've been playing Arknights for just a couple months, and there's been already a couple of reruns of characters that I rolled or didn't get to roll, you know, in the past. So yeah. Yeah, me after reinstalling and looking for all daily and weekly stuff was like, damn, how did I do all this back in the day? Phil, you going to work instead of chilling? Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like sometimes I used to be able to just turn off my brain, like just go, whatchamacallit, like watch something on the side and then go do the dailies and then log out. But I just feel like I could be investing that time in better stuff, you know. And you know, some people might still enjoy doing that, and that's totally fine. You know, like I said, for a time I was enjoying it. So yeah, that's just how I feel personally about it. There's a game that I can play every single day. Yeah, no, I definitely want to change that. Whatchamacallit? That habit. Yeah, I'll just play the game every single day. I mean, sometimes I will. Like, I remember back in the day I used to play Breath of the Wild like every single day, and I will do, like, there's so much content in Breath of the Wild. I was gonna mention something about that, but kinda eluded my mind now. Maybe I'll rotate back to that later. Let me see if there's anything else you guys are saying. I wish Golden... Yeah, Genshin had the Golden Certificate system. That would be really, really cool. Aside from buying copies of 4 stars from the shop. Right, but even then... Well, I guess you do get the repeats, right? The repeat stuff. But it's still different, and it's not nearly as forgiving, I feel, as Arknights. Or as good with you, you know? Or at least a recruitment system, you know? That'll be fun, too. But I guess I don't feel like they have enough characters, maybe? And that's another thing. Like, this is my problems as a... you know, quote-unquote veteran of Genshin. People who are just starting have a whole other, you know, bunch of issues that they're gonna stumble upon. Like the events, you know, like the different parts of the story that are not accessible anymore. And there is no way, you know, like, here we go again. Arknights does have the option to replay through events, even though they're not currently ongoing. And that is awesome. That is so cool, because, you know, they add to the characters, they add to the world building. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, I don't know what Mihoyo is gonna say, but here is what's really gonna put the nail on the coffin, because I am gonna... This is something that actually I think should be brought up to Mihoyo. And I've learned recently that apparently You know how I said back in the day that, you know, one of the reasons why I wanted to grow on YouTube, well, not grow on YouTube, but like reach a certain goal on YouTube, was to get the Genshin content creator program or whatever. Yeah, apparently that program doesn't exist anymore. So that was like some rewards that they will give creators, you know, obviously more direct contact with Genshin. And, you know, obviously they're not allowed to say that, but I'm pretty sure I've seen, like, some people have leaked what you get from the content creator program, and, you know, it's a lot of wishes, for instance, you know, which, again, like I said, you know, it makes it fun for you guys, right? Because you can see us do a lot of roles and, you know, be on the on the edge of your seat, see what we get. So that helped a lot, and now they're not doing that anymore. So yeah. They added specialty resource merchants, or the new players who roll Sumeru characters at day one have to wait all the way till Sumeru to level them. I think at this point they have to play through the story until they get to Sumeru. As far as I'm aware, I hope, and I'm sure, you know, at one point they will add something like that. Well, I don't know if I'm sure, but I'm hopeful that they will add some type of, yeah, specialty resource merchant type of thing. That's actually pretty clever, yeah. I was thinking maybe like a shop, but having actual merchants that will travel between lands and, you know, being able to buy from them. That is pretty cool idea. Or maybe do missions for them, right? Like doing missions for the merchants, and then you get a bunch of those resources, so you can level them up. That'll be cool. Yeah, you had to play all the way until Inazuma. Yeah, there's also that. So I don't know. There is a lot of weird stuff, you know, that Genshin has been pulling recently. That I'm saying Genshin, referring obviously to the Genshin theme, because I've heard that other branches of MiHoYo actually do some pretty cool stuff. Like apparently the new game, like Honkai Star Rail, it's like way better in its storytelling, in the combat system. I don't know if in the gacha. I haven't heard much about the gacha, so I'm assuming it might be about the same as Genshin. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like they're really, like, they're doing really good in some aspects, and they are definitely slipping in their laurels in other aspects. So yeah, that is some of the reasons why I am gonna take it easier on Genshin, you know, like. It's been a long journey, and I'm definitely excited to see where the story goes next. Like, Caribird was such a cool story. Like, after playing that, I was like, wow, that was pretty cool. Like, I almost felt, you know, because I had just played the Arknights event, and I was like, wow, I think I prefer this type of storytelling to the Arknights one, just because of, you know, me having to read it out loud. It gets really exhausting. I'm a little afraid for tomorrow, but I don't know. I'll figure out a way to do it. But yeah, if I wasn't saying it out loud, I would probably still enjoy the Arknights story the same way. But yeah, they're different games, you know. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but they are different, and there are some differences that I like more in some games than in others. But yeah, that being said, here's to, you know, more games in the future, you know. Not I also felt like that, like I've been cycling through the same games a lot. I still wanna, you know, get back to Warframe, because the last term that we did, I thought that story was pretty fun. The Deimos, the Deimos quest, I thought that one was pretty fun. So if the future of the quests are something like that, then I'm really excited to continue. But yeah, like I said, because I was so busy with all this stuff, I haven't given myself the chance to continue, you know, to continue with that. And, you know, I don't want to come back and be again overwhelmed and struggle with the controls. I mean, I'm gonna have to do it, you know, I'm gonna have to rip that bandage off, and that's fine. But yeah, I definitely want to make it at least a slightly more common occurrence at the very least, you know, not like once every 2 or 3 months. I don't know even how long it's been. So yeah, no, the Deimos was pretty cool. The characters from there, the family, I really like that. Even if I don't end up, you know, I end up doing something like that with Warframe, where I mainly focus on the story and I don't do, you know, all the grinding and getting all the frames and stuff like that. I still want to go through the story. I think that's one of the things that I enjoy most from games, the story itself. But yeah. Also making way towards the main story quest is rather important before Vtubers comes out. Ah, okay. Keep that in mind. Yeah, see if I can fit it into the schedule. Hopefully I will. Well, yeah, we'll see. But that's something where I felt good about Subnautica, for instance. That, you know, if you guys have been noticing, I've been swapping Subnautica usually with an extra game like this, like Genshin in this case, or April. Gotcha. Well, hopefully one of the following weeks I'll be able to make some room. Because I don't know, I felt like with Subnautica, you know, if I don't want to take, you know, like 2 weeks a break from Subnautica. If I need to, maybe I will, but for the most part, you know, I want to keep a steady pace. But if I'm not able to play 1 week, then that's fine, you know. I'm not feeling like I'm missing out like crazy, because that's the thing. Here's the thing, I don't know if you guys have watched someone called Healthy Gamer GG or something like that. It's like a therapist that talks a lot about like things that gamers or streamers struggle with in terms of mental health. And something that he said that really stood out to me, and I was like, yep, that's what's going on with this type of games. Is and hear me out with this. I may not be saying it's word for word of what he said, but he said something around along the lines of, we have figured out the source code of the human brain, and people who don't have your best interest in mind are abusing it. And there are a lot of elements in this type of games that do that, let's be honest. So, you know, I just want to be more healthy in that regard, you know. And I also, you know, because I feel like I can also be, how do I say this? Like, I don't want to seem like I'm promoting those type of behaviors, you know what I mean? Like, I know there is a lot of jokes in the VTuber community about, oh, I have a terrible sleep schedule, and I eat really bad, and I do a lot of terrible, you know, I don't take care of myself. And I think we need to start growing from that, if I can put it in a blunt way. Because at the end of the day, you know, we can also influence people in a certain way, you know, even if we don't intend to. Like, I don't think I wanna, you know, I never wanna be referred to as an influencer or something like that. But at the end of the day, you know, people are influenced by what they see, and, you know, I don't wanna ever be an influence to get someone addicted to this type of stuff, you know. Yeah, it was a funny bit for the first couple times, and now it's like, yeah, I don't think I should be laughing about it, you know. Yeah, it's millennial / well, no, I think I do like that summer humor seems to be growing from that. But yeah, I think it comes from I don't know if exactly millennial, but definitely what we refer to as millennial humor. That is a lot of self-deprecating and stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of getcha. No, 100%. And what I mean is there's different grades of that. And if anything, I just wanna raise that to you guys, you know, to be aware of it, you know. Because yeah, I think you can enjoy a game like Genshin or Arc Knights or any other gacha without necessarily falling prey to that stuff, you know? Because that can get pretty ugly. And maybe I'm, you know, overthinking it. I don't think, you know, everyone who plays gacha is gonna fall to that. But, you know, even if one person, you know, ends up falling to it, yeah, I don't want to be part of that. I don't want it to happen, but much less I want to be part of it. But yeah. Zoomer humor is just Steve. Yes. Yes. Yeah, in that regard, I'd rather embrace modernity. I was gonna make a, what is it, embrace tradition, but no, then I think we can embrace modernity in the meme side of things. But anyway, we went in a lot of different tangents. I don't mean to say, to be more of a vent. Like I said, I enjoy the story a lot. I think the characters, the world building in this game is really good. So, you know, I do want to show that. And like I said, you know, show that you can enjoy a game like this, you know, for its story and its characters, and not become addicted to it as much as clearly that's the intention. But, you know, I'm gonna stop digging my grave in Mihoyo's eyes tomorrow. Hold on. Let me write that. I'm gonna make a post tomorrow later on Twitter. I'll probably share it on Discord. Yeah, but it's basically, I don't know if you guys have seen that meme of the guy who's trying to open the door of like a business or something. Like he's clearly works there, but like, he's trying to punch in the code and he's not opening. And he's like, they must have cut me off, I guess. That's gonna be me tomorrow when I try to boot up Genshin. Miho is gonna be like, no, you can't come in anymore. But yeah. Max or Genshin review starts with try to have fun because the game will try to stop you. Wow, I need to watch that. I need to watch that. You just sold me on that. Let me check that out. Yeah, let me that is, wow, that is to a T. Basically like the what do we call it? The long short of what I've been saying. On one hand I lulled. Another one I serious. Yeah, another one oof. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that for sure. I think yeah, last night I liked a comment or yeah, a Twitter post that was a comment, and I think it was a comment probably from that review or from some other Genshin review, because it was basically some of the stuff that I've been saying, like Genshin being overbearing and like making it feel essential when it's more of a casual game. Like it should be more of a casual game, like Arknights, you know. Sometimes I have Arknights just on my side, just grinding stuff, you know, because you can just put it on autoplay and go grind stuff, and you know, eventually I pick it up and play another level, try to, you know, 3-star level and stuff like that. And Genshin, you have to have your attention 100% on it most of the time, even if you are going, you know, quote unquote in whatchamacallit, autopilot, you're still, you know, paying a big chunk of attention to it. But anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna dig my grave any further, I think, unless there's something else that you guys would like to add. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm good. Oh, I guess one thing that I could add. I feel like once I got Yoimiya, is that feeling that you get, you know, when you beat a game. That I don't think I ever expressed it, but when I got Yoimiya, I was like, wow, I can't believe I beat Genshin, you know? So I think that's what started to kind of free me in a way. Like, made me realize that, yeah. I was kind of, because to be fair, yeah, most of the time I was just grinding to get her. So now that I got her, I think I'm just gonna play it more casually. But yeah. Yeah, there you go. I think I reached bedrock. That is another good way to put it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I said, I don't mean to say that I don't enjoy Genshin anymore or anything like that. I just don't enjoy playing it, you know, every single day. And I'm surprised that I got to this point. I was gonna say already, but no, it took quite a while for me to get to this point. I don't think I missed, like maybe I missed a day or two in some occasions. But for the most part, I've been playing Genshin daily ever since I started, which was probably like just a couple months ago after the, or probably a couple months after the game came out of beta, because I'm pretty sure Liyue had just opened up. Like we were still on the Klee banner, which I think was the second banner, something like that. Don't exactly remember, but I do know that for a fact that the Liyue story had just started. So yeah, because I don't know, I'm kinda, you know how some people can hyper focus or you know, like obsess over one thing. I'm not really like that, or maybe see, I don't know if I'm not, I don't overfixate, or I overfixate to the point that I just burn myself out of it really, really fast. And I'm surprised that I didn't burn myself out of Genshin faster, to be honest. Because I've been close. I've been close many, many times. You know, the 2-3 times that I didn't get Yoimiya originally. So yeah. How do I do run frame? I think I'm gonna take my time with how to play though. You don't need to introduce that concept to me. Yeah, I think a lot of us who play this type of games have started to have familiarized ourselves all too well with that concept, right? So yeah, I feel like it's even healthier for the people who, you know, after a couple months, they're like, okay, I think I'm burned out of Genshin, I'm gonna take a bit of a break, and then eventually come back. I think that's healthier than what happened to me, you know? So, you know, if you ever are in the situation where you feel like you might be burnt out, you know, consider taking a break, you know? It's always healthy. Don't let the game trick you into thinking that you are gonna miss out on things, you know? If there's an event or something, you know, just play it casually. Because, yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had in these games, but like like you said, the game will try to stop you from having that fun. So, yeah, I think there's a lot more that I could say. Like, I think miHoYo definitely has to step it up, otherwise this is gonna be a long, like a very lucrative, obviously, but a short-lived success in their books, I feel. But I don't know, maybe that's going too speculative. With that said, that is gonna be it for this time. Hopefully we're not, you know, going out in a bad on a bad note. I don't feel like we are, you know, like I said, still enjoy the game, but looking forward to seeing what's next in the story. And yeah, whenever that drops, I'll see you. I don't know if I'll do, you know, banners. Like I said, I am interested in getting Shanha, but I'll probably just roll whenever. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out as we go, as I usually do. Well, yeah. I'm glad it was fun. Thank you so much, Mateo. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming by, Vasil. Yeah, and I promise I will get back to Warframe soon. I gotta get back to my whatchamacallit? My Spartan homie. Because it was a pretty cool frame. But yeah. Yeah, that said, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing some Arknights, and then the usual Friday Breath of the Wild stream. So yeah. See you tomorrow, folks, hopefully. Yeah, hope to see you there, Godo, if you're able to make it. If not, you know, no worries. Narosh, I have stuff to do. Gotcha. Well, maybe we can talk about it. Maybe we can talk about what's the better time to do it. Because I would love to play together like we do usually. I think that's another thing that I've enjoyed. Like the story, and then for the other levels, I definitely enjoy them more playing with you guys. So yeah. Hope you have a great one too, Mateo. And thank you for sharing the links as well. Yeah, check out Twitter, check out Discord. I'm gonna see if there's anyone live that I can send you guys to, but preferably I think I am gonna end up sending you, or yeah, just sharing on Twitter. Yeah, it doesn't seem so, because we're ending a little earlier than usual. Not too late, but yeah, a little earlier. Alisa's live, Kotar is live. Yeah, I can refer you guys to them. Let's see. I'm just gonna share the links. But yeah, if you guys would like to end here, it's totally okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So this is Olisa Nikos. And this is Kotaro playing some Dead Space. Oh, okay. Is it the remake or is it the original? Oh, it's Dead Space 2, so it's the original. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here's our streams if you guys want to check it out. Well, yeah, the artist in a while, definitely. Yeah, it's kind of nice, you know. I don't want to overstay my welcome. So yeah, with that said, see you guys next time. Have a good one, and yeah, take care. Goodbye, everyone. And thank you so much once again.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn.
Existential time with Raven.
Rising through water. Transitory.
But also, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Goodbye. No, yeah, thank you for listening, and yeah, I'm glad we were able to have a conversation about that. See you next time.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Oh? Oh.
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
Alright, I was waiting for one voice line, so there you go. We're good.